So all of the Oscar nominations dropped over the night, and there's some interesting nominations on here. The biggest one is that Barbie is up for Best Picture, but Godzilla Minus One isn't. Now, usually a movie like Barbie, 10 years ago would never have been on the Best Picture list, but it is. And it'll likely bring in ratings. Barbie probably won't win this, but people will tune in now because Barbie's on there, which is probably why they nominated it. But Godzilla Minus One should be on here then. Godzilla Minus One is better than a lot of the movies on this list. I'm sorry. And I know it's a kaiju movie, but the movie is more than that. I've talked about this before. It kind of transcends just a monster movie. It's a lot more than that. So it got shut out of the Best Picture race. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't put it on there because it would have probably got more people to tune in to at least just nominate it. The only thing that it got was a nomination for Best Visual Effects, and it better damn win it because this little tidbit of information I think is pretty cool. Only 35 visual effects artists worked on Godzilla Minus One. Over 1,000 visual effects artists worked on Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. I also read the other day that this movie actually only cost about $10 million to make. Look at these, just from this poster alone, look at these effects. $10 million, 35 people working on it. The bloat of Hollywood is crazy. Maybe that's why they barely nominated it for anything, because they don't want this idea of, tightening their belts and not wasting money all over the place to spread. Because this movie, if you think about it, is a massive success because of the budget. So $10 million, they barely marketed the movie. So I would say what do you think the total cost of this movie was? $30 million? And it's made well over $100 million. This movie, comparatively, is like made $1 billion. I mean, when you look at these movies that need to make $1 billion to make money, I know it didn't make $1 billion, but I'm saying like the profit from this movie is substantial. It's huge. All because they don't waste money all over the place. Like, this movie really did expose Hollywood, and right here it's exposing Marvel. So, yeah, this should win Best Visual Effects, in my opinion. You go down here to Best Visual Effects. It's the only thing it got nominated for. Not even original score, which I would have liked to have seen it got. Obviously, like cinematography, costume design. I mean, that's a period piece movie. Napoleon and Oppenheimer in there. Godzilla Minus One could have been in there. Why isn't it in there? Oh, we got to put Poor Things in there, a movie nobody watched. I mean, there's a lot of shit. Film editing could have gone in there. Sound. The sound for that movie is amazing. It's wild to me that sound is not, they're not respecting the sound of that movie. I saw that movie in a Dolby Atmos theater, and that sound, I don't think I've ever experienced a movie like that, the way that movie sounds. They did such a good job with the sound on that movie. It's an experience to see that movie in a theater. It really is. It feels like, I think of that scene where Godzilla was creeping up on that boat and they're shooting the gun at it, or when he's roaring and coming into the scene, you hear him behind you before he's even on the thing. Like, the sound in that movie is fucking impressive. Makeup, hairstyle, like, it should have been nominated for so many things, but it's like, well, we'll give it Best Visual Effects because we don't want to give that movie too much attention. We'll give it a slight nod. Like, there's so many categories that movie could have been nominated for, and they snubbed it. They're also pissed that Margot Robbie wasn't nominated for Best Actress. I really don't get how these things are still considered serious. Like, it's a joke to me that Godzilla Minus One is not in multiple categories, because it should be. But people are upset. They're mad that, as you can see right here, Margot Robbie, Barbie, trending with Oscars 2024. They're mad that the director, Greta Gerwig, wasn't nominated for Best Director. I don't like that movie, but it's undeniable that a large segment of women did like it. I think it's a little overrated, personally. Too much feminism for me, but it is what it is. Oscars fail again. This list is a joke. Godzilla Minus One gets the finger from Hollywood. I suppose it's deserved, since Godzilla Minus One stomped all over them and exposed their bloated-ass budgets. Look what kind of movie you could make for $10 million if you handle it right. It's impressive. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.